I was inspired to want to become a foster parent because of our desire to help children. We had a large home, we have a very supportive family, and this was one way we could help children day by day.
We were inspired to become foster parents because we love children and caring for children that are really in need is something we felt called to do.
I was inspired to become a foster parent when I was a teenager. Um, there was a mom who asked me to volunteer with one of her foster children. She had three others and some biological children of her own, and she just had incredible strength, and I just knew I wanted to do that someday too.
We were inspired to become foster parents from watching my parents foster for over 24 years. They've had a lot of children through their home and just seeing the difference that they were able to make.
When we thought about fostering, we were looking into different agencies. And when we learned about Crossroads Family Services, we were excited about their vision. We collected information from them and went to their first orientation, and it was really great. The support has been phenomenal. And so we didn't turn back. But that's who we chose to foster with. So.
We have a good set of friends that fostered through Crossroads Family Services, and that's why we went the direction we went after talking with them and having supper with them, and decided that was the direction we wanted to go. And the journey was really nice for us through the training and everybody that comes into our home in the interview processes and all that stuff. We had a really good experience with the Crossroads Family Services.
I would say the support and resources we've received from Crossroads Fostering Services has been immensely valuable. We've had such consistent and frequent communication that's made us really feel part of the team, and has meant that we don't have questions very long. If we have a question or we have an issue, it's dealt with so quickly that we know that we're going to be supported by them.
We've received support from Crossroads through mostly our support worker. She is there to answer any questions whenever we need to call. And if we can't get a hold of her, there's always a after hours person to call. And yeah, especially as we're starting out and learning all the different things we need to do, like when you take your child to emergency, that you need to call a line, and then they walk you through all of that and help you figure it out.
The support that's been the most valuable to me from Crossroads Family Services is the consistent support workers. I have had the same support worker for like over 10 years, which is phenomenal in this field. And also, if I ever needed someone to call and I couldn't get a hold of them, call the agency, no problem, and someone would answer. It's been life-saving when I'm really struggling to just be able to phone my support worker and get some ideas even. That has been, and even just a rant. Yeah, super helpful.
The most valuable resource from Crossroads for us has been our support worker. She has been amazing, walked alongside us for nearly 14 years now. It's been consistent, the same person. She has guided us. She has given us ideas when we've had struggles, given us resources. I can text her and she'll give me an answer or find out something for me, what I need to know. She's been absolutely incredible.
The thing that surprised me the most about fostering that I didn't expect when I first started was the amount of people I would meet. I was thinking of the little kiddos. I wasn't thinking of their families, the caseworkers, the support workers, all the people involved in helping these kiddos get where they need to be. So that was probably the most surprising thing.
The thing that surprised me about fostering that I didn't expect when I first started was we knew that we would have a relationship with the child in our home, but we didn't know that we also got to have a relationship with the biological parents as well. We were really excited to be able to support somebody in our community that way.
Since becoming a foster parent, my perspective on families in the community or foster children has changed greatly. I am way more empathetic and sympathetic to the needs that they might have. I can understand that it is not so black and white, that there's a lot of different issues involved in people's lives that we don't always know about. And yeah, just more open minded and caring. Some advice I'd give to someone who might be considering fostering is to go to an information session. You learn a lot there. You get lots of valuable information to make a decision on. But mostly, if it's something in your heart that you would like to do, I would say just to go for it, give it a try. And you'll learn something at the very least, and most likely help some children in the process.
Some advice that I would give someone that's considering fostering is it's hard, but it's worth it, and the children who need you are definitely worth it.
Advice I would give to somebody who's considering fostering is just go to an information session if you're at all curious about it, and learn a little bit more about it. You absolutely can do it. There's so much support. There's training available, and just go and learn about it. If you have a heart for kids in your community and people in your community, then go check it out.
My advice to someone who might be thinking about fostering is to look for a really good agency that has a lot of supports. To make sure you come in with an open mind, be willing to be moldable, trainable, and just to always think about the kids and that you can really stand in the gap for them in a time where they are really hurting.
And the advice I would give is if you feel called and capable of fostering, that doesn't mean you have to feel like you have to do everything. You can start with what you know you could do based on your circumstance, based on your comfort level. You don't have to say yes to everything. You can just say yes to what you're able to do, and that's okay.
We promote our children's identity and cultural connection in our home by attending powwows on their reserve. We attend wakes, funerals, tea ceremonies. We also smudge in our home. We have different books in our home, music. We make ribbon skirts. We bead. We do as many different things as we can, and so that it's accessible to the kids, and it's not a foreign concept to them. It's something that feels like home. Yeah, and in doing that, we learn a lot too, and we meet lots of fabulous people.
How we incorporate the children's cultural identity is we're big hunters, so we eat wild game almost every night. We read lots of books to our kids because they're pretty little still. And we made teepees and painted them and learned about the symbols and all of that. And they're in their room, and also listening to music as well.
We honor and incorporate our kids' cultural identity into our home on an everyday basis. We try to cook cultural meals for them that they enjoy, and for us as well. I myself have learned some moccasin making and beading so that I can do those things with my kids. We have done lots of things on Nation as well to help us learn some of those skills that we don't have. Our Nation has been really good about providing a lot of opportunities for all different kinds of classes, things that we can learn to incorporate their culture for them.
Something I wish more people would understand about foster care is that it can be a complex work, but also very rewarding. And it isn't just about the kids, it's also about their family and their communities and their bigger world as well. So when you're taking these kiddos in, it is really important to remember where they come from and who they are connected with.